This chapter is very confusing. Some verses are wisdom, most forgets free will. Chapter could be used by the arrogant to confuse followers. NPR 235. Work for our God, and He will work for you. He remembers well the man who labors on His behalf. He who labors to the benefit of others works for the great God. He who improves earth works for Him. NPR 236. The purpose of man's sojourn on earth is the glorification of man, not the glorification of God, who is the all-glorious one. Thus it is written in the plans of God. NPR 237. The true temples of the great God are not structures of stone and brick. They are places of quietude in your heart and home, where you listen to the awakening of your soul as it responds to the conscious contact with Him. His worship is your labor among the people. His praise is the song in your heart. His adoration is your joy of living. NPR 238. Keep the peace of the mysterious God and maintain the order of His law among men and women, for they are His flocks and herds. And He calls forth shepherds from among them. He made earth a workplace for man and not a pleasure garden. Therefore, be you a song leader at the task. I often wonder if we should consider humanity comes to a break in the path. One direction is soft, paved road. The other is rocky and barely a path at all. Humanity's nature is to take the soft, paved road because it is easiest. But ever considered the road is soft and easy because it has been worn down by tears and sorrow? I hear cries today of, for the greater good, and I look back at others that use that cry, and I can't help but notice none of them are remembered fondly. All came to a horrible end, but before that, so many good people died, suffered to stand up to those that uttered the words for the greater good. Free will must be embraced if humanity is to progress, but it must be tempered with humility. If you value only knowledge or faith, you are more likely to utter the words for the greater good, making the mistake of demanding obedience and ignoring that each of us have a path to follow. Your actions only delayed humanity's growth. It drove it to a standstill, like a dam that holds back water. The catch is, over time, water will erode solid objects. It takes constant maintain of the structure, but it cannot endure the test of time. Wisdom can. Your arrogance can't. Only humility can bring balance, and that is something few value unless life on earth is seen as fragile. I hear others say, why does God let bad things happen? And I point out, He didn't let them happen. We made it necessary for it to happen because we are incapable of finding balance, incapable of maintaining humility. It is either feast or famine with us.